We ride together. We die together. Bad boys for life.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Blerd Lines Entertainment. I am your host, Daryl Stokes, with my co-host,
Jason Strange.
Yes, sir. And we are back here with you for another episode of the Blerd Lines podcast here at Blerd Lines Entertainment. This is episode 8. Can't believe that we are already on episode 8, man.
Yeah.
But, man, I've been enjoying it so far. I imagine you have as well.
Oh, of course.
So, man, yeah, we just been having fun with you guys, talking with you and things of that nature. But we got a couple things to talk to you guys today about. But first, welcome back to all the returning viewers. Also, welcome to the new viewers. We're happy to have you. All we ask is that you guys please give us a like and a subscribe if you are new. Just a like and a comment if you are not new. Well, even if you are new, comment anyway too, and let us know what you guys are thinking of the show. And yeah, just to get right into it, man. Today, how you doing today, man?
Hey, man, I'm good, man. Enjoying this weather, man.
Man, it feels good out there.
Being out here in this Ohio. Yeah, you never know what to expect.
Oh, so, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it was pretty chilly on Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday hit, and we got a lot better weather.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's hot today. So.
Oh, it's hot. Like it's like, okay, let me turn on the air.
Yeah, I walked out with some shorts for the first time. It's just I can't remember when. It just felt different. Like, dang.
Yeah, like everybody outside had been outside this weekend.
Yeah, people walking their dogs outside for more than 5 minutes.
Right.
It's nice.
Men and women out in their booty shorts.
That's what I'm saying. Men and women like it. I like it. It's good. Man.
Yeah, man. I'm enjoying it too, man. And we've been needing. The only thing about it is my allergies have been crazy.
Yeah, mine started kicking in yesterday. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, man. My junk has been
that and the super huge bees that be floating around.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, it's been that right there.
Definitely missed it, right?
Yeah, good old summertime.
Right. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this, man. Today we got some Sony shakeup news with some release dates. We got the Thor trailer that dropped a few days ago. And we also have Moon Knight episode 4 to talk about. And so to start off, let's talk about the Sony news first, man. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to pull up the article.
Good old Sony making changes.
Yep. And, unfortunately, one of the things that they changed up was one of the things that we were super excited for. Yeah.
That's the only thing I cared about. I don't give a damn about nothing else.
Yeah, all the other stuff
that hurt me.
Yeah, everything else I'm just like, okay, it is
that
what
one
it
hurt.
is. Like, I don't really care. But
I feel like I got shot.
To start off, man, we had a delay for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. I forgot this was a 2-part movie.
Yeah. It's supposed to be huge, man.
We got the trailer for this, the first teaser trailer for this a few months ago in the later half of 2021, and and like we said, the hype was unreal for this movie to drop this year on October 7th, but due to some changes going on over at Sony, it's no longer dropping on October 7th of this year. It's dropping actually June 2nd of next year.
That's crazy.
2023. So, man, I'm
whole nother year.
Yeah, whole nother year, man. And I'm wondering, because I don't think too much came out about the reason why they're for these delays.
I was just gonna ask you that too.
Yeah, I haven't found any reasoning for it, but it's like, there's a lot of movies that are actually being delayed about a year. I mean, granted, over at Warner Brothers Discovery, they got they had that merger plus all the stuff going on with Ezra Miller and things like that. So it's no surprise when they changed their release date schedule. But we thought things were going pretty decent over at Sony as far as them getting their movies out and things like that.
And we just developed a different plan, and just kind of hit them, and they're like, yeah, let's just push everything back while we figure it out.
Yeah.
I think they're still figuring whatever the heck they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably why we don't have much
detail
on it. Yeah.
You're possibly very, very accurate on that. And I just tell everybody how you felt about the first movie, for those, since we weren't here for that
Spider-Verse.
Yeah, into the Spider-Verse.
Visually amazing, beautiful, like from top to bottom. Like finally get to see Spider-Man that resembles both the Black and Spanish community, or Latino community, however you want to word it. Mm-hmm. And man, they did an amazing job at depicting that. It didn't, you go into the movie, you see the animation, you're thinking like, oh, this is more like a kid film, but it's for anybody to enjoy, from kids to full adults. Like we were all in there packed full of adults enjoying that movie. Super excited.
It's deep too.
Yeah,
it's
so
a deep movie.
Yeah, it's so deep. A lot going on, but like it gives you like that classic comic book feel to the animation that draws you in.
I love that part.
Yeah, I love that. Like from the moment it started, I'm like, that's great that they did that, because you don't see that kind of animation.
No, you don't
anywhere else.
You don't.
Man, very captivating. But I loved it. It had those funny moments in it too with Miles and how he acted with the other Spider-Man. They brought Peter Porker in there, so like that was a good little addition to the movie. Like you didn't expect that Spider-Man to actually help out, but like he played a huge part in it too. Spider Noir, like the different Spider-Men that were in it, like it was just incredible, man. Yeah, one movie that you can continue watching over and over and still enjoy it.
It's one of my son's favorite movies. Like the movie and the soundtrack alone. Were
the soundtrack was
A1. A1.
Oh my gosh,
me and him still listen to it to this day. So.
Yeah, opening up with that, needless to say, like, man, what?
Yeah, man. I'm right there with you, man. I love that movie. It's still, it was originally my favorite Spider-Man movie in general, but it's being rivaled by Far From Home just because of everything, the combination of everything that we got in Far From Home.
Far From Home or No Way Home?
No Way Home. I'm sorry. No Way Home. No Way Home. No Way Home.
You like Mysterio that much?
No. No Way Home. I apologize. No, but with No Way Home, the things that we got in that movie were like the surprises we got in that movie were insane. So 100%. And I was always worried about that movie because of all the things that were rumored for it and things like that. So yeah, it rivals Into the Spider-Verse, but it's definitely top tier Spider-Man material for sure. Yeah. So yeah, and that's why with this delay, it kind of hurts, man, because I was excited for this movie, man. I think so excited for this movie, especially with it being a two-parter. Yeah. And they bringing in your favorite Spider-Man 2099 into it.
I was so hyped when I see him in the end credit scene of the first one. I was like, yes. Yeah, like finally get to see him on film, like in movies. Like this is gonna be so exciting. And then they push it back. It's like, damn it.
Yeah, it's like,
it's already amazing being able to see Miles as like this is his movie, and he's coming into his own as Spider-Man. Yeah, and now we get to see him like he's already established himself. Like after beating Kingpin, it's like he knows what he's Spider-Man, doing. Yeah, and this is the type of Spider-Man I love seeing. Is like when they know what they're doing. We're gonna get a lot of action and a lot out of him, and that's I was so excited. Yeah, I'm still gonna be excited.
Oh yeah, for sure. It just sucks that we gotta wait a whole year. For this to come out, man, and especially it's crazy. Maybe I'm wondering if they wanted to differentiate themselves away from all the other multiversal stuff going on right now.
That's probably what it is too, because it just feels like we already seen it. Maybe like we just got a Spider-Man movie where they brought in Spider-Man from different universes. So maybe it still feels fresh to people that we got that. And,
plus,
then everywhere, anytime,
everything, everywhere, all at once, which I did see, by the way. And just to go off a brief tangent, I don't know how everybody was raving about that movie. I still don't know how I feel about it.
Maybe you gotta go back and see it.
I think I do.
Go back and see that movie again. Maybe you might.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you with me because I think you'll like it, but you'll feel kind of close to the way I'm.
Those movies like always throws me off because I'll be like, I'll walk out the theater and I'm like, what just happened?
Yeah, especially because like I knew nothing about that. I know we're going on a tangent. I'll bring us back here in a second, but I knew what I was going in to. Like I knew I was going into a multiversal movie, but I wasn't expecting
whatever you see.
Whatever I seen, the shenanigans that I seen, and that came out of that movie.
Sure.
Yeah, I need you to, because it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong; it's a very well directed movie. The story I enjoyed. I enjoyed everything about it.
You
it was
just don't understand it.
I not even that I don't understand it. I just didn't understand to why the things that the decisions that are made in that movie needed to be done within the same movie.
Yeah,
but that's just how I feel about it. But yeah, like you said, the Everything Everywhere All at Once, that is another multiversal movie. Obviously, in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'm excited for this. You know I am. But we get Doctor Strange.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's all piled up.
Madness.
Like,
yeah.
All just happened. So I think that I wouldn't be surprised if that was a reason why they were like, all right, let's move this back, because we want people to go in this with open minds. Because when we first got it, we didn't really have any multiversal anything. Like, I think this was before Endgame came out. So, like, even, like, at that point, like, that was the first time we seen them merge different universes or timelines per se. And even then, like, you know, that's that Into the Spider-Verse is kind of standalone. Like, damn, we just seen them pull a Porter with different Spider-Man. Like, this is crazy. Now we got the live action depiction of it. Yeah. And we got that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. And then you got, you know, whatever other movies are coming out.
The Flash, even though it's not coming out this year, the Flash movie is supposed to be a multiversal movie. So this year was going to be a multiversal year.
Or overhaul of multiverses.
Yeah.
And maybe they just want to separate it so, like, people have, you know, that enjoyment they can appreciate that by itself.
Yeah, and they don't get overloaded with just multiversal content.
I feel like people won't watch it because they're like, oh, we just seen that.
Yeah, basically, yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, especially people that aren't in the spaces we are, like the nerd space, they probably not necessarily looking for multiple multiversal movies all in 1 year. So, but like we said, we're still excited for it. Just bummed out that, you know, we won't be seeing it this year, because my hype was growing more and more for it, and I just hope that nothing happens to where it gets delayed again, because, you know, it's kind of the trend nowadays of getting. We got all these teasers and trailers before the pandemic started, and then we got it back in late 2020. Yeah. But then, you know, it's kind of like how the Black Widow situation started. Like, the hype for Black Widow was up there, and then it got pushed back and pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, to the point where nobody cared about it. Not saying that I think that will happen here. I think that the fan base for this movie will always show up. I just don't hope that it doesn't wane on too long to where some of the hype dies down for it. You know, so, but along with that also wasn't the only news that we got from their little from Sony's Spider-Man little section of whatever they call it. I forget what they call it. It's like the Sony Spider-Verse. It's a weird name. I think it's called Spunk. They got a name for it? Yeah, I think it's called like Spunk or something like that. But we also got the release date for part 2 as well, which is
Across the Spider-Verse part 2?
Mm-hmm. Which is
2025?
24. Give me 1 second.
Oh, so they said they're dropping it the very next year.
Very next year, yeah, March 29th, 2024, which might also be another reason why they moved it, so that way it could be back to back instead of every 2 years, because, you know, these movies usually take about 2 years to make and put out. So maybe they wanted it to be able to. They wanted to be able to work on one movie and then go straight to the second movie, and then that way they can release back to back in back to back years. Maybe that's what it was.
Could be. I mean, yeah.
Hopefully, at least that's what I'm hoping, at least, because
I wouldn't mind that.
No, me either. Me either at all. And then also, along with that news, with the Sony universe of live action Spider-Man movies, we have. Madam Web, the release date for Madam Web is now scheduled to be released. 1 second. I'm sorry.
That's a live action TV show?
No, this is actually a movie. July 7th of next year. So that comes out July 7th of next year, and then Kraven the Hunter comes out January 13th of next year, which kind of worries me, it coming out in January, because good movies generally don't come out that early, you know, but things have been changing ever since what was it, Deadpool, because it used to be where January through February was like a dumping ground for bad movies. And then the first Deadpool movie comes out in February 2016, 2017, something like that. And
I can't remember.
yeah, I can't remember the year, but Deadpool came out in February and blew that out the water. And then Black Panther came along and did the exact same thing times 2.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of waning on, where if there is a dumping ground anymore. But
Yeah. I think they're just trying to change how movies are put out
Yeah.
in general. Like past like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Been,
yeah, movies have been coming out throughout the year. Like, because remember, like the summer blockbuster period used to not start till late May, early June. Now it starts in March, basically.
Yeah. They're trying to get those movies out.
Yeah, and it seems like it's getting even further and further closer to the, even closer and closer to the beginning of the year. So I don't have a problem with that. That just means more good movies to come out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially early in the year.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait.
But yeah, so Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, part 1 comes out March 29th. Not March 29th, I apologize. I just had it. Where'd it go?
June something, right?
June 2nd of next year, with part 2 coming out March 29th of the following year in 2024. Madam Web coming July 7th and of next year, and then Kraven the Hunter January of next year as well. And Madam Web and Kraven, I'm not too like we said before at the beginning, not that excited for it, which is it's still weird with the Kraven the Hunter movie, because they brought Aaron Taylor Johnson, who played Quicksilver in Age of Ultron. Now he's playing Kraven the Hunter in.
He is playing Kraven?
Yeah, he's playing Kraven the Hunter.
Huh.
And also this universe is MCU adjacent, so I guess you attribute it to variants.
Yeah.
I guess they have that leeway now, but I definitely still don't understand the reasoning for it.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we will. And if you guys can, please let us know what you guys think of this news about the Across the Spider-Verse news, about the unfortunate
movies.
The unfortunate change up with that movie and the release dates of the highly anticipated, quote unquote highly anticipated Kraven and Madam Web movies. And let us know what you guys are thinking about that. And also, if you're watching this in the clip out, please, if you guys can, and if this is your first time, give us a like, and if you can, please hit that subscribe button. We highly appreciate it. But to move on now, Jay, we now have the Thor trailer that dropped a few days ago. And and this movie has set a record for time in between first trailer and the movie, because this movie comes out in July, and we're just now getting this trailer. Usually the first teaser trailer comes like 6 months.
Yeah.
Before a movie comes out. Now we're only 3
2 months.
the 4 months.
July,
yeah. So it's kind of strange. And we didn't know what to expect in this trailer, but tell me what you thought about this trailer, man.
Well, one, I definitely want to speak on the fact that they hit a record for that. I didn't know there was actually like a recording of that, but I do like that, because we get hit with the trailer and we're like, oh shoot, like that's coming, and like I feel like that excitement's there.
Yeah,
and you don't have to wait that long. Not saying like the normal way of doing it doesn't ruin excitement, but I like to be able to see the trailer and knowing that we're about to get the movie like right soon after.
Yeah, like pretty close to it.
So like my excitement doesn't die down like that. But the trailer itself, it was good, man. It's nice to see Thor back.
Yeah.
See him, working out again and getting back to
the
Thor we know. Like at least we get to see Fat Thor and send Fat Thor off on the right now. Like I'm excited. It looks like it's bringing that fun back to the MCU again after a lot of darker days. Obviously we had like the TV shows, but it feels like in hindsight with the TV shows, it feels like a lot of crazy,
like
stuff was going on. So like we had like our comedic relief going on in between there, but it's been a while since we been able to have a film with some fun in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Thor's movies tend to bring that, especially when Ragnarok came out and brought a lot of fun to the MCU. And I think this movie will do the same, but also show us what's going to happen with the Guardians and, you know, the next phase of the Avengers. And I think we'll get some more clarity on that.
Mm-hmm.
Along with the Doctor Strange movie, I think both of those movies will really play a huge role in what's to come in the future.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm excited for the
Jane Thor.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, like the almighty Thor, Jane Foster is coming. Like that, like that alone has me excited. That alone, yeah, because you know, and Natalie Portman, she didn't have the greatest relationship with Marvel after the second Thor movie because she wanted I can't remember who she wanted to come and direct the movie. But it was a female director. She wanted her to come direct it. It might have been Patty Jenkins actually from Wonder Woman, the director of Wonder Woman. But I know it was a woman director. She wanted the woman director to come along. They said Marvel said no, so you know they kind of had an estranged relationship. And then come 2018, 2019, when Marvel takes the stage at Comic-Con, and Taika Waititi announces Natalie Portman's Jane Foster as being a part of the cast, and he hands the hammer off to her, we automatically knew that, okay, we're getting Jane Foster, Almighty Thor. So
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so I'm happy and excited about that.
Was it her that really bulked up like that? Like that's her?
Like yeah, she bulked up. I mean, it's obviously some touch ups here and there, but she's
stocky.
She's stocky. She looked like she about ready to put Thor in a headlock. But she looked good, man. I'm like I said, I'm excited for it, and you know we got to see Tessa Thompson as King Valkyrie. Yeah, I'm excited to see her. Love me some Tessa Thompson. Love me some Tessa Thompson, dog.
Love me some Tessa.
My fiance get mad at me every time she come on the screen, but that's cool because I get mad at her every time Thor come on the screen. So we even.
You're right. Tessa Thompson.
But man, a lot of people were.
That's a Thompson.
A lot of people were kind of complaining about this trailer and how we didn't really get much from it, and I'm like, y'all got to realize that this isn't even technically the first, even though it is a trailer. It's a 2-minute long trailer, but it's billed as.
Why do people want so much out of a trailer though?
I don't know. I don't get it. Like.
I don't want the movie in the trailer. And
exactly. Luckily, I will say Marvel does a good job at not
hiding everything.
Because you never know what exactly is in what's in the trailer is actually going to be in the movie. Mm-hmm. 2, usually their trailers are from like the first 15 to 20 minutes of the movie with some stuff sprinkled in here and there just for like the excitement factor. But other than that, they never really give too much out anyway. The only thing I was surprised on, but I still think is a good smart move, is that we didn't get any inclination to who the villain is, Gore the God Butcher, played by Christian Bale. And and
I forgot he was in the movie.
You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So I feel like we're going to get a huge reveal from that, and they might be waiting until after Doctor Strange. Probably. And that's what I originally thought of was going to happen, is that they were going to attach the trailer for Thor to the movie just like they did Doctor Strange's trailer.
I feel like we'll probably get something during that time.
Yeah, I think
so. Like an end credit scene leading into that movie.
Yeah,
I feel like that'll happen too. Like it'll probably be like 2. I feel like there'll be 2, like a mid credit scene and an end credit scene. Then the end credit scene will be something relative to Thor.
Yeah, to Thor. Yeah,
they always be throwing something that really ain't really too relevant. I feel like that'll probably just be more of a sneak peek.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah, that's a guess.
Yeah, I mean I'm right there with you. You know, and a lot of people are thinking that actually. That we're going to get more, because we don't know what's going to happen in Doctor Strange that can affect the rest of the MCU. Yeah. So I'm not surprised that we didn't get much. Honestly, this was a more upbeat,
trailer,
good feeling trailer.
Yeah, like I felt happy watching it.
Yeah, like and it seems like this movie Thor is going to be trying to find himself, figure out who he is, you know, without being, because he's given up the king ruling Asgard, like that. He realizes that's not him. That's not what he wants to do anymore. But also in the trailer, it seems like he doesn't want to do the hero thing anymore. Yeah. So what does that leave him?
Looks like
with?
He walked away from the Guardians too.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of, I guess we should speak on it that the Guardians are showing up in this movie. I don't think they're going to be in much of it. I think they're probably going to be in like the first 20, 30 minutes.
I think they're going to be in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like after he works out and he's like,
yeah,
back to Thor, and that's when he's going to fade off. Like, I'm going to do my own thing, and then that's it. And then we won't see them until
him and Korg go chill. Because it looked like the Guardians leave them back on Sakaar, where he was in Ragnarok, the planet he was on, stranded on in Ragnarok. But it looks like they're about to just live their best life on Sakaar until, obviously until Gore shows up.
Yeah.
But then also we get a look at, I mean, it was from behind, I don't know what it is about Marvel and just showing the back of people's heads that have been cast in the movie, but we got a shot of the back of Russell Crowe's Zeus character, which I don't think he's going to live that long in this movie, to be honest with you. I think Gore is gonna come in, and
knock out. It'd be a nice nod though to the mythology thing.
Oh yeah, for sure, and
to bring Zeus in it.
Because with Moon Knight, which we'll be talking about a little later, we have we have the pantheon of gods with Moon Knight, the Egyptian gods. We have, the Norse gods with Thor and all of them. Now we're getting the Greek gods with Zeus and all of them. So up in Olympia. So I'm excited to see where that's gonna go, and and how they deal with Gore, and because. And I also want to ask you this too, because I'm wondering, I don't know how much you know about Gore per se, and I think I've talked to you about this briefly before, is if this is going to tie in to any type of Venom. I mean, I can see that they see them changing it because Gore's weapon, the All Black or the Necro Sword, originally comes from Null, the symbiote god. Symbiotes as in Venom, Carnage, all those other symbiotes and things like that. Gore in the comic books, Gore finds these two gods that have just battled to the death, basically, and I think Null was killed, and the other god was there, struggling holding on to life. Gore stumbles upon them, and the other god is, begging for help, and Gore picks up the All Black and kills the god. Gore, and I should speak on it too, Gore has a vendetta against the gods because he felt like they were never there when he needed them, when his people needed them. His people praised to gods all the time, and they were suffering. Like the whole planet was suffering, and Gore's family ends up getting killed. And that's when he's like, okay, I have a vendetta against the gods, and then that's where they pick up. Yeah. So I'm wondering if this is going to have any kind of tie-in, or do you think they're going to change it up a little bit to kind of leave that alone?
I think they'll change it up.
You think they'll change it up?
I think they'll change it up.
Yeah. I before the last Venom movie came out, I was kind of hoping that it would kind of link in somehow, some way. Especially hoping that Kevin Feige and Marvel dipped their toe into the Sony pool to help them out a little bit, but unfortunately that's not the route that it seems like they're going. And we did get spoiler for No Way Home, but we did get that little piece of the symbiote that was left behind. So obviously we're getting a Venom story somewhere down the line. I was just wondering if if it will tie back in, if they'll bring everything back later on down the line to where we get a Null story, but but the more and more that Sony puts out, the more and more I'm on your side. Whereas I hope they don't go that way out, and I hope they found a good way to change it up.
I think they'll find a way to change it up. I mean, who's to say?
Yeah, man. But anything else from the trailer that really caught your eye?
Not really.
No, just excited for it.
Just excited for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know obviously we'll get more as the time comes, but. Yeah, so I think it's a good start. Give us something like that people were thinking about. We're all thinking about what happened with Thor and all that. So to give us that that piece of what we have, then I accept it. I
Yeah.
take it. I don't have anything against it. I care for more right now. I mean, I know we'll get more, but
Yeah.
I appreciate what they gave us.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed, seeing the characters that are coming back. I enjoyed seeing how New Asgard is thriving now as a tourist attraction. Enjoying this. I'm happy to see the Guardians and Thor back together again because I love Star-Lord and Thor together. Like,
Despite his Infinity War shenanigans.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
but nonetheless, I still enjoy them. They have a great dynamic together. Say what you will about Chris Pratt, but him as Star-Lord,
Spot on.
spot on.
Yeah.
I love it. His comedic timing,
fantastic.
fantastic.
MCU's casting in general, just
It's amazing.
they've all
they don't miss.
not at all.
They don't miss.
Everybody was
I can't think of a single casting that I was like, y'all should have went a different route with that.
I remember people were upset about Heimdall getting casted, like Idris Elba getting cast as Heimdall. But then they watched it and they were like, man, he did amazing. He did great. Because he didn't end up being how he's depicted in the comics or whatever. But like he did his thing. Everybody did great.
Yeah, everybody does a great job. So, like I said before, if you guys can let us know what you guys think about this trailer. Drop a comment down below. If you're new, please give us a go ahead and subscribe to us, man. And everybody in general, new, old, returning, if you can, just like the video for us. We'd appreciate it.
Babies, senior citizens, middle-age crisis,
all that. I don't know about the babies part.
All that. Get your Tyler. Tell them look up Blerd Lines Entertainment on YouTube. We're kid friendly sometimes.
Sometimes
we're kid friendly. When we're kid friendly, tell them to like and subscribe. Other times, this is for you.
On that note, let's bring it right back around to the MCU, man. We got Moon Knight Ep.4 a couple of days ago. What'd you think, man?
That was good, man.
You enjoy it?
That was good.
Yeah, was great. Another great episode.
It gets better and better because I mean, obviously they got 6 episodes.
Yeah, so we got 2 more episodes.
Two more. So they gotta make it. We got the climax, baby. This
is
it.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, that I guess it ends right before Moon. It ends right before Doctor Strange comes out. So I wonder if there's gonna be any tie-in there. Guess we'll see. Cause
last episode tie-in to Doctor Strange, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool, especially if we get Midnight. It's being rumored that Midnight Suns is coming along. So, we got Blade. We got.
Or maybe still tie in the Spider-Man in a way.
Yeah.
Like the multiverse kind of tweaking out sometime throughout the film or throughout the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I thought it was good. What about you?
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot, man. It was kind of a more toward the horror side, with the living dead coming back to life to.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Is
that a mummy? Like
a mummy, yeah.
And he was doing the click that.
Mummy. Yeah,
I'm like, hold on, bro. Like, what's going on? And they were literally harvesting people. Because what happens is that for those who are with us here, we are obviously talking spoilers. So you've had your warning. A little late, yes, I apologize, but warning nonetheless.
They were like mummies.
But we ended up finding out that Arthur Harrold and his group has found the tomb. They found the location. They're inside. They've abandoned their camp. They're all inside searching for, this tomb inside of this. I don't even know what to call this stuff, but they're not finding it because there's a maze inside that's shaped like the Eye of Horus. Which I don't know how they came up with that explanation to just all of a sudden see that, this is in the shape of the Eye of Horus just from looking down a couple of corridors. I feel like you would have to walk down and map it out and stuff like that. But
he drew that eye on the table. It says 5 points or something.
It was like 6 points, I think. But I mean, that part I understand. It's just the fact that could you tell that it was in the shape of the Eye of Horus without mapping it out? That was only my one gripe of the episode. That it just didn't make sense to me, but like,
who knows?
Yeah, I don't know, but
I won't understand.
But man, this is a trippy episode, man. With the fighting with the mummies and things like that. Stephen Grant basically confessing his love for what's her name? I can't think of her name off the top of my head.
It's not clicking for me either.
Why can't I think of her name?
I'm not.
The wife.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up later. I apologize, but hey.
Which is crazy to me. That threw me off. How it just...
Layla?
Yeah.
Layla. That's what it is. What were you about to say, my fault?
It's just crazy that Steven was just like, you could tell he was getting ready to kiss her, and then he stopped, and I'm like, he gonna get his kiss.
Yeah.
And then he eventually got his kiss, but then also Mark was like, so you just gonna kiss my girl?
You just gonna kiss my girl?
He's like, off the little,
he's like, yeah.
Throw him
Punched himself in the face, Fight Club style. I thought that was funny. It's an interesting love triangle almost, even though it's not really a triangle. Because
Steven is legit everything that she did want out of her person, and he's honest. Like he prides himself in being honest, and she's like, that's something Mark wasn't doing.
Yeah, and
you soon found out why he wasn't completely honest with her.
Yeah, we find out that Arthur Harold tells Layla the true story about what happened to her father and the fact that Mark was a part of the group of mercenaries, which we thought before. And turned out to be right but he's a part of that group of mercenaries that were there when her father was murdered. But he explains to her that yes, I was there. Yes, this is the reason why we met, because I felt bad. But I did fall in love with you. I was not the reason for your father dying. I was also.
So he tried to help him. He tried to save him.
Yeah,
and almost got shot in the process.
It was his partner that killed everybody, all the archaeologists, and also shot Mark.
Yeah.
So, and he explains that to her, but they don't even have time to really get into it, because as they find the tomb after running around from getting chased by these mummies, these protectors of the tomb. They find it, and turns out that, which I didn't know, that Alexander the Great was he was infatuated with Egyptian. He wasn't Egyptian, but he was infatuated with Egyptian culture. And that's actually a true fact. Obviously, and also I didn't know that his tomb was never found either. I didn't know that either as well. So, excuse me. But they find his tomb, find out that it's Alexander the Great, who is revered as one of the greatest military minds in history. And now you're like, okay, I guess Alexander the Great was Ahmet's original avatar, which I was hoping, when they said that the original avatar was a pharaoh, I was hoping that it was going to be Rama-Tut as King.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be
That's what I was hoping.
Yeah, I was like, they're about to find Tut's tomb.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen, but obviously it didn't turn out that way. I mean, who knows? We might find out that King the Conqueror was also either went by Rama-Tut or Alexander the Great. Who knows what they'll do? They change up things all the time. But they find the tomb, and that's when Arthur and his people show up, and they have this dialogue back and forth until Arthur pulls up the gun and shoots Mark in the chest twice.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh God, like that caught me by surprise as well, honestly. Like I was wondering how they were going to get out of this situation, and comes to find out they don't.
Yeah. That's usually what flips it, because you're like, dang. What just happened?
Yeah, exactly. And then to make things even more chaotic and confusing, Mark, as he falls back after getting shot into this little pool, and we're like, okay, what's about to happen? You see the bullet wounds on his chest. And then he starts to sink
into the
sunken place. Exactly. And in the sunken place, he doesn't even, the scars are gone, like the bullet wounds are gone and everything like that. And the next thing you know, he wakes up in a mental hospital. And now we're just like,
I was so confused, bro. I'm like, how did we get here?
Yeah, like
But then, like, you see, what's his name? The villain that was in there. He was like the doctor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like everybody from the show has played a role. Like the
Layla was like a nurse or something.
I think she was a part of the. I think she was. People were thinking that she was a nurse too, but I honestly think she was. I don't know. I think she was admitted, but she was there.
Staff.
Yeah, she was there. The two cops that arrested Mark, Steven, were there a part of the staff, and also I guess I didn't know this, but in the comic books they play a role in the actual institution that Mark stays at in the comic books. So that should have, if I would have known that, I would have put two and two together. But obviously I didn't. But oh well. But yeah, they were there. The mean boss from the first episode, she was there holding a little plush elephant that they were talking about in the first episode, which we will get back to. Who else was there? The old guy, golden guy. He was there calling out bingo numbers, which the bingo game didn't make any sense at all because he called out like T16. Where's there a T in bingo? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know.
And then who else was there? The chick that he the fine chick that he had a date with at the beginning of the show that he missed was there. Basically every character was there.
Found Steven in a tomb.
Yeah. Oh, he found Steven in a sarcophagus. That's what it was. Because he hears. Because as of right now, we're with Mark. We're in Mark's perspective, and he gets brought in to meet Arthur Harrow, who's playing the director of the institution. And they're sitting there having this conversation. And Mark's like, yo, what in the world is going on? Like, I have no idea what's going on. Why am I here? Da 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 da. And he's feeling like something's wrong. So he runs out of the room and tries to escape. And that's when
he dropped the Moon Knight toy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then he had a Moon Knight action figure. Yeah. I'm like, yo,
I want him to pick it up for some reason.
I know. But it's like, so Moon Knight is a character in this. So we don't. Basically, what's going on is that we don't know what's real or not now in this show. At least that's what they're insinuating, that we don't know what's going on. Honestly,
but he was able to find Steven, and they remember. That's what the last thing you remember.
Yeah, I was about to get into that. Yeah, he finds, as he runs away from Arthur, he finds that sarcophagus with Steven, and then they share a big hug. Which is surprising after the debacle with him kissing his wife. But
I think he just did it. I was like, just punch him like, hey man,
yeah,
what you doing? But they're still in this together.
Yeah, so. But yeah, they're the same person. Yeah. So it's like, but that happens, and then they come across another sarcophagus that's shaking, and somebody's trying to get out of it, and they're like, no, come on, we gotta go. So they don't open it. Who do you think is in that sarcophagus? And then you tell me, and then I'll tell you who I think it is. I'm almost pretty sure that that's who it is. Because we had
Khonshu.
Very possibly could be, because and to skip ahead a little bit, because we end up getting introduced to, at the very end, to Tawet, the Egyptian goddess, who's, I think she's the goddess of healing and nurture or something like that. But she ends up down there. So is this a place for people that have been banished or have been killed in certain areas or in certain ways or things like that, or even gods, obviously, because she's a goddess. So, but I think in that other sarcophagus, it could either be Khonshu. Now, I didn't even think about that, honestly. It could definitely be Khonshu, since he got banished there. And Tawet, she had one of those stone figures also in the within the pyramids, and also we see her little stone statue within the credits and things like that. So maybe she got banished for some reason as well. Yeah. And that's why she's there. But, she gives that little hi out of nowhere, and they start screaming. Yeah. So, but in that other sarcophagus, I think it's the Jake Lockley character that we talked about last episode. The third, the cab driver, in the comic books at least, he's a cab driver. The third personality of Mark and Stevens. It's seeming like, this is a more brutal personality, but we have yet to see where that's going. But yeah, man, anything else stand out to you in this episode?
No, I'm just still trying to wrap your head around what was going on in that last episode. At the end, after the shot. But I think it's nice to see that Layla got some
closure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she got closure on what happened. And I think that's gonna help her storyline even more going forward. We definitely got to see her in action and how she outsmarted the mummies. And I think that's a nice touch too. Like, it's nice seeing her in action by herself.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I can see why they looked at her like a potential avatar for Khonshu.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Makes
she's doing her
perfect sense.
thing. Yeah, she's smart. She knows what she's doing. Like, she can fight.
Yeah.
She can hold her own. Like, she's calculated. Even if she, like, in those moments she was getting overpowered, she was doing everything calculated.
Like at the beginning when the goons pulled up on her and Mark after passing out, you know, and she did the Jurassic Park thing with the flare to get their attention, and then tossed it in a bucket full of ammunition and
Blew his ass up.
blew all of them up. I thought that was smart on her behalf, man.
So it's nice seeing her doing her thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's all I got.
She's a true badass for real. But yeah, man. All in all, I enjoyed the episode. I'm curious that I understand now why people were saying, all the critics that got the first 4 episodes were like, okay, episode 4 is when you're really truly like, yo, what in the world is going on? Yeah. So I'm excited to see in these next 2 weeks of where the show is gonna go for sure, man. But on that note, man, anything else you want to say? That's all I got for us today.
That's pretty much all I got, man. Again, super upset about Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
But we got Doctor Strange will hold us down.
We still got a full year of stuff coming.
Yeah, Thor will hold us down. These TV shows will hold us down. So, you know, we'll get there when we get there and enjoy the ride until then.
Yes, sir. Well, on that note, like always, please, if you're new, go ahead and give us a subscription. Go ahead, if you're new, go ahead and subscribe.
This guy.
If you're new, go ahead and subscribe. If you're returning, appreciate you as always. And for everyone out there, please give us a like down there below. Hit that bell notification if you want to get notifications of when we post new videos. We got a couple of things we want to talk about. We may or may not be going to see Northman together. I don't know yet. We'll see.
We'll figure that out. We'll see how the week goes.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you to go see that and Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I'll definitely check that out. Yeah,
sure. I want you to go see
that. It's going to take a little pull.
I'm telling you, I'm hearing good things about it, man. So, but yeah, we'll see. But as I said, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll be seeing y'all later. I am your host, Daryl Stokes. That is
Jason Strange.
And we are out of here.